Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very intriguing news going on over here when it comes to the Xbox and the Xbox acquisition of Activision. Now, we've actually made quite a few different videos when it comes to this whole topic overall, and I've actually really enjoyed making it and talking about it because it's a lot of just industry news, higher like level acquisition news, and all of that. And in case you guys are kind of curious too, I'm even going to be a part of, I think, a kind of a big acquisition as well, just in terms of like separate business talk as of today. So I've always had a really big fondness and loveness for, well, seeing lawyers go make millions of dollars. That's a joke, but as well kind of seeing how the whole like government body, how the regulatory bodies, etc., all react towards all these big deals. And as of right now, it does kind of seem like the UK's CMA is actually now expected now to approve of the Xbox deal. We also have a few other various Xbox things going on as of right now in the Xbox news. We're going to talk about this throughout today's video. And as well, if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy, and I would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. As well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We do have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. If you guys want to go and follow, hand over there, leave a like, and of course, as well, we also have the Amazon links down below for all the consoles up on sale. And let's dive into the news of just a bunch of random stuff. So as of right now, we're going to be finding out throughout this week if the UK's basically really big regulatory body on like the consumers and like basically monopoly laws and all of that, aka the CMA, is going to be expected to go and either approve or disapprove the big Xbox Activision acquisition. Most of the time I get it right, and right there I stumbled the bag. So as for this one too, we are now alluding towards the fact that they probably will approve it. We also have had a lot of different other cases where Sony themselves has been getting in underneath a little bit of fire, where a lot of folks are actually assuming and kind of judging that Sony is trying to push for a lot more information, has way more shadier deals when it comes to exclusivity and kind of early access laws, and well, a lot of folks are kind of intrigued on what's going to happen. So right now, we have the UK's CMA is expected to approve the Xbox Activision Blizzard deal this week. So we're going to find out in the next few days, I believe it's on Thursday, of what's going to happen and how it's going to happen. And well, it's going to be kind of intriguing. So it's a big week for the Microsoft's attempted acquisition of Activision Blizzard, as the UK's Competition and Markets Authority is set to make its final decision on whether to approve the takeover by this Wednesday, actually not Thursday, this Wednesday, April 26th. So in case you guys are curious, there actually might even be a little bit more information that'll come out throughout the next day or so. We actually might even talk about it as of tomorrow as well, but giving you guys all my, preemptive thoughts. So ahead of that time, basically the Financial Times is reporting that the CMA is expected to vote in favor of the deal. We've also had a lot more government bodies and other outside sources, lawyers, analytical firms, gaming firms, and basically monopoly firms, also all pretty much confirming the same exact thought process. The big thing to kind of know is, most of the time when it comes to the pure Call of Duty, that's been like the biggest back and forth, especially from Sony, who's a #1 rival. But right now, we've actually been seeing a lot of huge numbers that Sony, although might be happy, might also be very upset with. We're seeing some huge numbers of like Sony consoles basically carrying the console market. They've been hitting around 370% increases over year. And as of right now, both the Xbox Series X and S and as well Nintendo Switch have all basically been having issues, where they actually have sold less consoles and have sold less things compared to the PlayStation. Now, as well, the PlayStation's also been doing very good in terms of their exclusives, such as the God of War Ragnaroks, Horizons, Ratchet & Clanks, and right now it does kind of seem like the PlayStation is poised to be a really strong front-hand person when it comes to the consoles. They've sold more consoles, they're making more money per consoles, and of course, as well, their fan base is still actually going and buying out the stock. While the Xbox has actually been seeing a little bit of a decrease, more so when it comes to Game Pass. We're seeing some really bad news as of recently when it comes to Hi-Fi Rush, where apparently that game didn't really make that much money. As well, we've also been seeing some of the numbers, although we don't usually see it like statistically all the time from Xbox and Microsoft. We did go and see, just from like kind of just casual vibes and kind of people talking, that Game Pass subscriber numbers have also been going down. So right now, I don't want to say Xbox is bad. Like, I don't want to say Xbox as a whole as a company is bad. But for them, right now, it does kind of seem like they need something. They need like a little bit of a bump up. They need a little bit of something like a nice pull. They need to do something to go make this all go and work. And it doesn't seem like a lot of folks are happy with it, because a lot of the Xbox folks are just getting like roasted. Like, we've been seeing a lot of even back squad changes for the overlays for the actual Xbox app. We saw a lot of like really big executives being very upset on the fact that there was basically no big Xbox games. Minecraft Legends, as of recently as well, has also been doing very poorly, where the game already seems almost dead. The Reddit posts for them are all people basically complaining. People who pre-ordered were upset. The Steam reviews kept on going down and down and down. And basically everyone's just been very unhappy with the whole situation with Xbox. So, not to kind of be too much of a downer on Xbox, although it kind of sounds like it, same with the layoffs too, etc. from Microsoft, but it does kind of seem like right now Xbox needs this bump up. They need their like nice little gusto push. And it does kind of seem like they're kind of almost like positioned strategically to be the underdog right now in the market, where PlayStation is like the big boy. It's the market mover. It has a lot more sales, and people are still intrigued on the PlayStation 5, especially with them being on sale right now. Amazon link down below. But at the same time, PlayStation's probably not happy with this because, well, they weren't really expecting this to go happen. I myself will own up to it. I personally kind of thought that this actually was not going to go through. There's going to be some issues with the deal. I really kind of thought so. Right now, this deal's not 100% though. But I do want to say with other places such as even like Brazil already has approved for Microsoft itself that it will be going over here, saying it doesn't actually need to go protect Microsoft. And as well, we're kind of seeing like the CMA even try to go make press releases about a month ago saying CMA narrows scope of concerns in Microsoft Activision review. The CMA has today issued updated provisional findings in its assessment of Microsoft's proposed acquisition of Activision. So they're basically saying like, yeah, there's new evidence also leaving the concerns. They're going to probably allow it. Everything's going to be fine. The investigation will keep on continuing. But once again, they are still going to be pretty steadfast to this 26th date too as well. So right now, even the Financial Times are saying it's going to be a big week for the big tech with quarterly results from Amazon, which I really want to know. I have a lot of Amazon stock myself. Meta, which once again, I have a little bit of Meta stock, but not a lot, and Microsoft too. So the latter also have an eye on the UK, where the Wednesday, the Competition and Markets Authority is due to finally rule on whether to block the technology company's $69 billion takeover of this. So I would probably say for this, if the CMA actually kind of goes and denies it, that probably means that America will also be denying it, to the fact of, well, it's not going to be good news. But at the same time, if the CMA does approve it, with all these other outside countries as well approving it, we still have the FTC suing Xbox, and that basically means that it's not 100%. But I do want to say if the UK, which is kind of a big, like, it's almost like a side brother, like the cousin of the United States at this point, if they for some reason do approve it, and that does go bump up the likelihood of America as well, also approving the deal as soon as they can. So basically, like right now, it seems like good news. Like actually, I'd probably say huge news now for Xbox if the CMA gets it approved. We'll definitely give you guys an update probably when it does go happen the next few days or so make sure you guys are subscribed with that one. I would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. But a lot of folks have been saying since late March, the CMA has been kind of approving for it. America has been a little bit on the skeptical side, but with also some Congress members wanting to see Sony's financials and as well as Sony's deals, it kind of makes them be a little bit more skeptical on the future. But as well with Xbox also being very, very adamant on trying to improve this on the Switch, trying to improve this on Steam, on Nvidia, and all these other various platforms, and as well more of a bigger focus on, say, mobile gaming and cloud gaming as well, it does kind of seem like some of those issues are not going to be that bad. But there is still other stuff on top of this too, and hopefully like Xbox is doing enough stuff and other outside business contracts to make it happen. I'm kind of curious if this will actually go through or not. But so far it's actually looking really good. We got to give them some good news. Now as well for a little bit more extra good news, Forza Motorsport is actually, funnily enough, still going to be coming out this year. Now I really want to play this. I've loved Horizon. I know it's a slightly different genre. I'm a little bit more of a proper racer, but basically the polished and prepared for release as of this year. Right now, we're basically kind of waiting for Redfall coming out the next few weeks. Same with the Jedi game. I want to play both of those games, and hopefully they don't suck. But as of right now, we are waiting for them. So since Xbox's first ever developer direct back in January, we've not heard much about the new Forza Motorsport game. During that event, though, Turn 10 Studios have delivered a fairly chunky deep dive on the title, but unfortunately no release date was actually given, and I was kind of waiting for that. However, it might be pretty close to finding out when the upcoming racer will launch. We have been hearing a few rumors that Xbox will be doing another big event too, to kind of do a little bit of a piggyback. Same with the Starfield as well, which we're waiting for throughout this year. So a new community blog post from the Forza team. We got a short but sweet update on the upcoming Forza Motorsport, which also, once again, kind of good news. While we're focused on polishing and preparing Forza Motorsport for release later this year, we're still keen to hear your feature and track requests. We can keep in mind what you want to see for most of the future. Now, they also make me a little bit more in terms of like general updates and future updates, but they also want to have the track voting is a motorsport specific category. And we're seeing strong passion from racing fans globally for Interlagos, which is the #1 voted track, followed by Fuji Kaido in the runner-up position. While we'll be reviewing the full list of our 20 locations featured in Forza Motorsport closer to release, we want to hear from you which other tracks you'd like to see later on. So it does kind of seem like it is still confirmed for a 2023 release, and as well kind of seems like overall kind of good news. We also said we're waiting for them to go do their big summer showcase, so we'll probably see a lot more of a focus from Forza, especially if they're trying to compete with a PlayStation showcase themselves in the very near future. But I'm very excited for this game too as well. Now, last but not least, we have a nice little cool feature. Apparently, a lot of folks are still having this issue with deleting and adding like things from their library, which actually came down from Twitter and some other like storage and cloud hosting issues, which we saw. And it does kind of seem like they are still acknowledging this stuff and putting some investigation on the issue. So at least it is kind of nice to go and see that even with these issues coming out, Twitter issues as well, that it does seem like Xbox is aware of this stuff, is working at the best they can, and it does kind of seem like a nice vibe that they will try to make things a little bit better. Same with the CMA and the Call of Duty acquisition, and same with other things like Forza. So hopefully just a nice, good Xbox news. We've had a lot of negative Xbox videos on the channel, so I want to give you guys something nice. So make sure you guys are subscribed with notifications on, leave a like and your thoughts down below. Of course, check out the Twitter and Twitch stream too as well, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place.